Здравствуйте, всех приветствую. Я хотел бы вас попросить переименовать себя именем стартапа и по какой очередности вы будете выступать, как я выслал вам в письме. То есть S и там первый, второй, третий и в скобочках имя стартапа. Давайте еще раз повторюсь для тех, кто только что подключился. Прошу переименовать себя, как я выслал вам в имейле или в письме. То есть это S и порядковый номер, то есть стартап и каким по счету вы выступаете. Там, допустим, S1, S2, S3 и далее в скобочках наименование стартап-проекта. Да, отлично. Так, ждем остальных. Так, практически все переименовались. Рустам, не могли бы вы, пожалуйста, тоже поменять имя? Так, те, кто не поменял имя, прошу поменять имя, и мы ждем подключения остальных участников. А сейчас не могли бы вы проверить, что у вас стабильное соединение интернет? И давайте по порядку попробуем зашерить каждую демонстрацию экрана. Я вот вам дал права доступа. Попробуйте зашерить, что у вас презентация все работает, все окей. Давайте начнем с S3, паркур, если вы готовы. Проверим, что все работает.
Добрый день, всем привет. Давай. Так, я не могу. У меня отключена демонстрация. Из-за того, что вы осуществляете демонстрацию, вам нужно прекратить, наверное.
Да. Давайте попробуем. Все, супер. Отлично, все работает. Так, тем, кто только что подключился, прошу переименовать себя, как я выслал вам в сообщениях или в имейле. То есть это должно быть S1, 2 или 3, как смотря какой у вас порядковый номер, и наименование стартапа в скобочках. Так, минуту. Всем добрый вечер, кто только подключается. Прошу переименовать себя по аналогии с другими участниками. С и ваш порядковый номер, каким по счету вы выступаете. Вы можете это посмотреть в письме, которое я вам отправил, и в скобочках наименование стартапа. Так, паркур мы проверили. Давайте Bills S5 проверим. Зашерьте, пожалуйста, демонстрацию экрана.
Добрый день всем. Сейчас, секундочку. Вот, все видно?
Да, все отлично.
Угу. Супер.
Так, S6, енот, next. Можем заширить презентацию.
Добрый день, секунду.
Угу.
Как видно?
Все отлично, супер.
Сейчас убираю.
Угу. Так, S8, подскажите, как правильно произносить? Юрта. Юрта, да?
Проптек, да.
Ага, хорошо.
Видно?
Да, отлично, супер. Так, S7, iDOS Games, вот я вижу, вы подключились. Давайте попробуем вашу презентацию посмотреть.
Всем добрый день. Извиняюсь, меня тут немножко выкинуло.
Угу.
Всем видно?
Так,
Всем привет.
да,
Меня слышно, видно?
Угу.
Презентацию.
Да, все видно.
Все, спасибо.
Так, давайте Connected Home проверим теперь на S9.
Да, тут всем привет, секунду.
Угу.
Есть?
Да, все готово, все отлично.
Угу.
Так, и Мадина Церебра. Давайте посмотрим, все ли работает. Угу, все супер, отлично. Так, официальная часть начнется у нас чуть-чуть попозже. Сейчас буквально через минут 10-15 должны подключаться жюри, инвестора. И я буду проговаривать все правила, но сейчас так упомяну вскользь, наверное. У нас мероприятие проходит на английском языке. Я уверен, вы все в курсе неоднократно. Вот, 3 минуты у нас будет на питч-сессию, я буду модерировать, записывать, засекать время, и 3 минуты на Q&A-сессию. Поэтому желаю всем удачи, пока можете отключить звук и ожидать. Я вас всех позову уже ближе к мероприятию. Вот, всем желаю удачи. Талгат, здравствуйте. Я так полагаю, вы с Гульсаей, да? Окуда проект.
Да, проект Укуда, но вот сейчас у нас наш сотрудник Субханш, он сейчас подключится, и он будет презентоваться. Там же на английском же, правильно надо?
Да, на английском. Вы, сейчас я объясню, он как раз вот подключается. Переименуйтесь, пожалуйста, по аналогии с участниками, то есть это должен быть, вы 10-м идете по счету, это S10 и в скобочках наименование проекта.
Окей, все понятно. Все, уже подключился наш человек. S10, Укуда.
Все отлично, я жду, пока все переименуются. Вы тоже, наверное, себя переименуйте, S10 Окюда и там точка 1, допустим. Вот. Сейчас будем ждать официальной части. Пока можете выключить микрофоны. Я вас всех позову, не переживайте. И чуть-чуть попозже начнем. Тестовые прогоны все сделали, самое главное.
Все, спасибо.
Искандер, здравствуйте. Подскажите, пожалуйста, вы к какому стартапу относитесь?
Добрый день. Авла проект.
Ага. Вы не могли бы, пожалуйста, подписаться как остальные участники?
Сейчас мы сделаем.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody
Hello,
doing?
everyone.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Uh,
Doing
just
great. Thank
I
you.
just
can't hear you.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Doing great. Thank you. How are you?
Everything's good. Everything's good. I'm just waiting for this to start.
It's very sunny outside. I see.
Yeah, it is. It is actually pretty sunny outside.
How hot is that?
It's not very hot. It's okay. It's actually pretty cold out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I'm turning off my camera for a bit. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Всех приветствую, дорогие жюри. Я хотел бы вас попросить переименовать немножко себя, перед своим именем поставить букву J. Dear investors and jury, I want you all to ask you to rename yourself in Zoom account a little bit to add a J letter in front of your name at the beginning. Повторюсь еще раз, для тех, кто только подключается, дорогие жюри, я хотел бы вас попросить переименовать немножко свое имя, перед своим именем поставить букву J.
Так, rename. Сори, меня слышно?
Да-да-да, вас слышно отлично.
Отлично, здорово. J, guest, окей.
Ажар, прошу прощения, букву J слегка вы ошиблись.
Я спросила же guest. Я послушала, подумала, что да.
Sorry.
J. Окей.
Также для тех членов жюри, кто только подключается, я хотел бы вас попросить слегка изменить свое имя и перед вашим именем добавить букву J, чтобы нам легче было вести такой небольшой учет. Дорогие коллеги, будем подключаться буквально очень скоро. Хотел бы повторить для тех жюри, кто только к нам подключается, прошу переименовать себя немного и перед своим именем поставить букву J. Это уже для нашего удобства. Артем, Андрей, ждем вас и можем начинать. Dear guests, dear investors and jury, дорогие инвесторы, I just want you to ask one question. I emailed everyone about the links where you can vote for the best startup. Have you all received those links? Did you manage to open it and try to vote for any of the startup? Дорогие жюри. Так, ага, вижу. Давайте я вам отправлю. Минуту. So hello everyone. I have a question from Sergey Star Finland. Those links you've been received are not for everyone. It's just that is a personal links for you to vote for the startup. Please don't share it with anyone. And so I guess we can start if everyone's ready. I'm gonna turn on the video. Hello everyone. My name is Cengiz. I work within the Asna Hub, and I'm pleased to meet you everyone over here. Just to make sure, is everyone listening me? How is the connection?
Yeah, connection is good.
Cool.
Yep, everything's fine.
All is good. Thanks.
Cool. That is the first event of the Unicorn pitches. So the winner of the event is gonna go to the Unicorn Battle Asia, and the winner of the Unicorn Battle Asia can participate in the Unicorn Cup Global. So I wish everyone good luck. And just to make sure, we're gonna have 3 minutes pitch presentation, 3 minutes for the Q&A session. And as you already understand, the whole event is going in English. So I wish you good luck. And I guess everyone received the schedule of the participants, the first, second, and third startups that are going to pitch today. And just a reminder for all the juries and investors, the links that I've been sent to you, you can go through this link, and once the startup is pitching, you can just do the voting from 1 to 5, and the one who's gonna receive the highest mark is gonna win this challenge, and we're gonna celebrate them at the end of the event. So I guess if everyone's ready, if everyone is agree, we're gonna start with our first participant. I think he's ready, and the first participant is the project Cerebra. Please, you can share your screen to show us the presentation, and when you're gonna be ready, just let me know. I'm gonna take the time. You got 3 minutes. So our first startup, Cerebra. please. When you
Hi
get it.
everyone, can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we can start, right?
Yep, let's go.
So hi everyone, my name is Medina and I'm a business developer at Cerebra. We are Cerebra, a medtech startup of 18 members with a medical tech and entrepreneurial expertise. We are developing the software for stroke diagnosing. This is a problem. The main problem of the stroke actually lies in its diagnosing, which must be carried out during the initial critical 6 hours in order to start the immediate treatment and prevent the brain death. Currently, this is rarely possible because of conventional diagnosing methods. So the human eye, because of physiological limits, human eye cannot detect the minor changes in the brain. So as a result, with the 15 million cases annually, there is a 40% of mortality rate. So we propose our solution, the software Cerebra. Since 2018, we have been developing this software. We are using machine learning algorithms in order to help doctors indeed see the stroke signs during the necessary timing. And actually, with the help of our software, the number of successful treated cases is increasing. So as you can see, Cerebra is available as a cloud native platform on the web. And it is available for mobile application as iOS and Android. This is the first case, one of the first cases in our team. So an unconscious patient with a stroke was delivered to the hospital, and fortunately, doctors, they performed stroke neurosurgery with the help of software Cerebra, because Cerebra actually helped to doctors to identify the localization of the stroke. And on the very next day, this patient, this woman, she felt better, and actually she gave an interview on the national television. Talking about our traction, currently we are deployed in the 13 hospitals in Kazakhstan, stroke centers, and in beta testing. So we are planning to cover all Kazakhstan, to cover all 60 stroke centers by the end of next quarter. By the end of the quarter next year, sorry. And in addition, we are getting requests from the nearby countries, from Uzbekistan, from Kyrgyzstan, and also South Korea. We have signed an agreement with the Minister of Healthcare of Uzbekistan and Kyrgyzstan, and also we have signed an agreement with the Asan Medical Center, which is a top leading surgery hospital in South Korea.
So sorry to interrupt you. Keep up.
Yeah. So talking about the market overview, so the stroke diagnosis market is now valued as a $1.3 million, and globally we are targeting CIS and other Asian countries. Talking about our competitors, we have only 6 companies which are working in this market, but all of them, they are based in the well-developed countries. So we can say surely that Cerebra is the only software solution which is fully based on the CT image analysis and interpretation. So we successfully secured seed round. We have raised a total of $1.3 million, and our next goal is to commercialize in Kazakhstan, and we are planning to start the round A on the third quarter 2022, and therefore we are looking for the potential investors in order to form the close relations, and together we can scale up the commercially proven and socially valuable product in developing countries. Thank you for your attention. If you have some questions, you're welcome.
Thank you for this incredible presentation. And dear judges, please, if you have any questions, just turn on your mic and ask. Yep.
If I could start with that. Hello, thank you very much for a very nice, effective pitch. And I would like to ask if you know about any certain certification requirements for Europe and Finland in particular.
In what country?
Finland and Europe in general.
Okay. Yes, we need a certification because our software is a medical medical device, and we need European certifications. As of now, we are trying to get the certification in Kazakhstan, and it is planned to get the certification by the end of this year, because actually the process is already done.
Okay, and how long will it take? Have you known anything about this? How long will it take for
in England?
To obtain it for Finland or for Europe in general?
For Europe, yeah. So we got a partner in Prague, in South Europe. So they said that we can get the certification in 6 or maybe 9 months.
Yeah, okay.
But
thank you.
yeah, we need to, first of all, we need to start the pilot project there in order to get the feedback from the doctors.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Hello.
Next question, please. Yep.
Hello, thank you for your presentation. Very promising project, very informative pitch. Very similar kind of question, but from a little bit of different perspective. First one, how do you process personal data? Second question, how is your IRBIS pilot in Mongolia going? Thank you.
Okay. So the first question, we have service. Okay, the CT scan goes to our software, and our software enables everything. So we don't see the name of the patient. I mean, not everyone can see the name of the patient. So everything is secured. And everything goes to the AWC. So everything and every analysis go in that platform and then goes back to the country. It means that every sensitive information of the patient stays in that country.
But do you store any data? So technically speaking, how processing is looking like?
Yes, we store data for we store the scan, the pictures, not the name of the patient, but
I mean personal data only.
Yeah.
So there is no storage of personal data in your process chain.
What exactly you mean? The information, the sensitive information, or what?
Personal data. So what we call as name of the patient, date of birth, the things. So usually there are several ways how to deal with that. Either there is the way of unprocessed data when you go into the identificator, which make it anonymous, this set of information. Or there is a kind of storage of information, which is then processed and anonymized. Do you have any data storage for personal data?
The data storage will be in that country. We don't need the storage actually.
Good, thank you. So, and your IRBIS pilot?
IRBIS pilot, it's ongoing because as of now we are on technical negotiation with Kyrgyzstan and Uzbekistan because they were first, and after that we want to move to Mongolia.
Please keep me posted about your IRBIS pilot, because the crucial point there, not the geographical destination, but the fact that this is a Singaporean chain, so it can be well leveraged. So as soon as you have something over there, you can reach me out, and maybe it can be some help from our side. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So guys, if you don't have any other questions to the startup Cerebra.
Sorry, I have one question, please.
Oh yeah, go on. Thank you.
Thank you, Madina, for a wonderful presentation. I just wanted to ask how is your research and development goes? Do you use your own know-how in the software, or do you use some third-party?
No, we use everything. Everything is made by our team, and moreover, we currently writing the research paper, international research paper.
Okay, and are you planning to patent your technology?
We have a patent for that.
Okay. And the second question is approximately from the fundraised amount, how much goes to the research and development?
You mean what fundraised?
The money that you raised so far.
We have raised it in June. In June this year.
Okay.
And
how much do you plan to use it for research and development?
How much from that money, you mean?
Not exactly from that, but maybe from this from the series A that you are planning.
Okay. So yes, for round A, which is actually we are planning for the third quarter, we are planning to raise money and to use for especially for R&D. Yes, I think more 50% will go to the R&D, because we want to open our headquarter of R&D in maybe hopefully in Singapore.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Or maybe in America, San Francisco. Don't know yet.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Thank you, Madina.
I'm sorry, I have one question just to revise. Madina, thank you for your presentation. The first question, I mean, the first and the only one question is about your current traction, current performance.
So currently we are in 13 hospitals. We are working with the 13 stroke centers in Kazakhstan. Moreover, today in the morning, I got three more how to say, the official letters from that from 3 hospitals to install our software. I cannot say the city, but it's in Kazakhstan. So
I mean the monthly turnover for this one.
Monthly turnover you mean in money?
Yeah.
Yeah, in money. So as I said, we are working as a beta version as of now. We do not getting money from that hospitals, because we need to get the probation period from the hospitals. We need to get feedback from the doctors.
Okay. And
it's not just tech some project, it is a medical, therefore we are working with the lives of people, therefore we need to be more carefully.
Yeah, I understand, but what kind of period you are expecting to spend on this probation period?
Yeah. So as I said, we are planning to commercialize. So we are planning to commercialize our soft in the summer 2022, and maybe I didn't mention in my pitch, but our business model is a subscription fee by per month per medical institution. So this subscription fee will include the technical support and explaining how to actually work with our software to doctors. Trainings, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you mean that your sector is a B2G, right? You are working directly with the hospitals, not the B2C, not with the clients.
No, not with the clients. Yeah, so
okay.
physical,
yeah.
Just random people, they cannot take our software and install it to the phones. It is only permitted for the doctors. Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we need to move on to the next startup. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Questions? Yep. So our next startup for now is the startup Avlo. Be ready.
Yep, I'm ready. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, sure. Cool.
So good. Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Iskandar Kurbanov. I'm the founder and the CEO of Avlo from Uzbekistan, a company who lays the foundation for e-commerce development in the frontier markets. Did you know that in Central Asia and the CIS countries, the e-commerce market just used by 2 out of 10 people, and however, this market is about the 35 billion. Now it's the right time to invest in this field, as people, especially women and businesses, shifted to digital environment because of the pandemic. But the infrastructure wasn't ready yet. Why? There's several reasons. First of all, it's a lack of skills to work digitally, lack of shipment system, lack of customer and sellers protection. But the main issue is that all major e-commerce players trying to develop their own platform, complicating the management of online sales for merchants. And we see direct opportunity to create the bridge that helps to unite all of them into one ecosystem. With the 10 years of experience of the founders in this field, helped us to join forces to develop an e-commerce platform that gives an opportunity for SMEs and individuals to make a massive market transition to the digital economy. We named it Avlo, which means the best from ancient Uzbek language, and it is an AI platform that helps to create the issue with all the benefits in just a couple of clicks, like opening an account on Facebook or Instagram. How does it work? Very simple, because register your shop, upload your product, and start selling. Up to date, we tracked the 78 merchants and identified all the clients through our Avlo ID system and integrated with the several key players in the market. That the main idea is creating the sustainable ecosystem for entrepreneurs of all levels. Even they don't have any engineers, IT knowledge and skills, but wanted to go digital. And now all the vendors can manage their online sales from the one system integrated to delivery services, payment system, social media, local marketplaces, in additional use credit products by our partnering banks. Our competitors, such as like Acquit, Shopify, they're more focused on integrating with giants like Amazon, eBay, but we targeted to localization. Not only work with giants, but also with local players and make our ecosystem more adaptable to market conditions. This is what makes us unique. Publish once and sell everywhere. Our business model is quite simple. We adopted the SaaS model, plus we generate transactional revenue from the marketplaces. In the next 5 years, our target market is the CIS and the Middle East, with the annual reach up to the 50,000 vendors. And we forecast the majority of customers will be on a free basis, so we can turn them into additional source of income by receiving transactional revenue from their sales on the marketplaces. To maximize user acquisition in a pre-seed stage, we give a free subscription for all customers and a plan to launch a BNPL solution in all shops with collaboration partnering banks that allows us to reach profitability in the shortest possible time and the further development in abroad. This is why our project is not only commercially attractive, but also socially impactful. And this is why I'm looking for additional resources for full market penetration. I just mentioned, this is a really big problem. This is the right time, and we are right people to do that. Thank you very much.
Cool, thank you. Dear jury, if you have any questions, please don't raise your hand, just turn on your mic and ask. Does anyone have a question to the startup Avlo? And just a reminder for everyone to vote for the startup, follow your personal links and go online.
Yeah, actually. Are you
Hey,
see now? Hi.
Yeah,
hi
go.
Iskandar. Thank you for the presentation. I just checked your website and it says that it requires a password to enter. When do you go live for like full scale?
In 2 weeks, because we are working now in a pilot launch, and we just working on generating all the eShop in 5 minutes, because we simplified at maximum. If you don't know any engineering site knowledge, you should go on to Avlo and create your eShop in a couple of clicks.
I got the proposition.
Yeah.
I'm asking about when are you going live for everyone?
You can just open it. 50 of password is a 50 or 05. It's available, but just to be working with more with the admin panel to integrating with the front end and the back end. And we plan to almost officially start our selling in 15 November.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Please, any other questions? Well, hopefully that was a way too good presentation that there is not that many questions.
No, I hopefully that everybody understand it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I guess we can move on to our next participant. Please be prepared. Startup free parkour. Yep.
Hi everyone. How's the voice?
Yeah, we hearing you. You can start any way you want.
Okay, I'm ready. Parking is like brushing your teeth. We do it minimum twice a day. And I'm sure that you paid for the guard some money to have a parking spot in your business center or when visiting your friend. The traditional parking is insecure and inconvenient for you as a user, and the expenses are not always covered for the parking owner. Parkour is a parking management system which uses license plate as an identifier to provide a seamless parking experience for the user. Parkour is about high accuracy at plate recognition, it's a cost efficiency, and is about cutting the operational expenses by having the huge share of online payments. What is more, most of the parking owners don't have a budget to establish or install any parking management system. So that's why we offer a launching parking system for zero expenses for future revenue share. Using Parkour, you will not be able to lose a ticket. You could pay on the go, and with only a few clicks, you'll be able to give an access to your guest. So far, we have over 50 clients, starting from airport at Nur Sultan, the large companies like Mercury Properties, BI Group, Magnum, and we see the opportunity in the market. So that's why we are already scaling abroad. If we look at the figures, at 2020, the market was valued to $120 billion. And we see the opportunity in this market because there is a low penetration and low adoption of smart parking technologies. If we look at the Europe and USA, which is over 50% of the overall world market at parking revenue, it is about 6 and 7% at 2020 and is forecasted to grow. And we hope that we can enhance this growth by applying our technology in there. So we've already proven our hypothesis. And for now, we have partners in different countries, like in CIS. If the profile of CIS countries is nearly the same as in Kazakhstan, but the profile in the US, UK is a little bit different. The partners, they have mostly the parking owners, which need the convenient and efficient parking management solution. So I hope in a few months we'll have about 5 new projects abroad. All of it is all of these projects and our development is because we have a great team which have an expertise in real estate, finance, strategy, and development. So far, we were shortlisted by Y Combinator. We were the PropTech of the year in Kazakhstan in the real estate industry. And currently, our monthly recurring revenue is equal to $60,000 so far, and is rising each month by the new contracts. So I hope we can put another mark on a global map of parking. Thank you. If you have any questions, please welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the great presentation. And please, you guests, the jury, ask your questions if you have any.
Yeah, hello. It's me, Ashar. Yeah, I have one question. In Kazakhstan or in Almaty, we have an iParking, right? How are you related somehow? Maybe you have some cooperation with them?
No, we are not related to them. iParking is a parking management system based on like people, the cars, and people going and checking every car. So they are basically applied to the on-road parkings, but we use computer technology, computer vision technology, and we are applicable for any type of parking. So, but we are not related to them. We're different.
Okay. Another question about your cooperation with the malls. For example, in Yesentay Mall in Dostik Plaza, they have their own application when you can acquire their services that the mall provides for any individual. As I understand, you are providing your own app, or you are providing for them a solution, or in your app you can acquire any. I mean, you can pay for the parking, just choosing the place, right? Or you're integrating in their applications. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. We are mostly the software developers, so. As a client wishes, for example, we can, in Yesentay Mall, we integrate it to their system to make the seamless parking. The clients in Yesentay Mall making the purchases, so they have, like, if they have a large purchase, they have a free parking. So in Yesentay Mall, we don't use our app, but using their app. But for the residential complexes, we have our own app. So it's based on the client requirements as the client wish.
So the revenue generated from this cooperation with the malls is only the subscription, right?
Yeah, we provide like software as a service. For example, if we talk about,
it's not dependent on the turnover of the cash amount.
No. There are some cases that it depends. We have different like financial models. For example, if we talk about Yesentay Mall case. They had their hardware, so we integrated our system in their current hardware, and they're paying us the fixed price. But some projects, for example, in Almaty and in Astana, we make the revenue share. So we've installed the hardware, and they use our software, and we share the revenue with them.
Clear. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah, go on, please.
Thank you very much for this great pitch. And I heard that you said that your MRR is around $60,000, right? Yes. Yeah, and what's your monthly burn rate then?
Currently, I could not tell. My colleague had to join, but she couldn't. So it depends. Each month it's different because depending on how many projects we launch.
But just approximately.
I could not tell right now.
Okay,
Sorry.
no problem. Just
Yeah, I could email you
drop me a
if
line. Of course, of course. Thank you very much. That's all my questions.
I also get one question. Firstly, thanks. That idea with the plates and the with the reading plates and the parking is really emerging right now to my mind. One question for you. What do you cover when you need to install your technology into some parking lot? What do I mean? I mean that, for example, if they don't have the gates, do you install them? Can you install them? Or you can only install like the cameras, the lidars, or whatever you use to determine which car passes through the gate, or how it works?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, we can install the barriers and gates if the client needs, but it depends on like our partner. If the client says install your gates or install some gates, we need this kind of gates, we install these gates. So we are not dependent on hardware, so we can work on any hardware. So if he wants the gates like the premium quality, we can install it.
So we basically work with anything, and as you mentioned, if a client needs, you can make your own, you can use your own app, or you can connect to their app via API, for example.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Can I have a question?
Yep, please.
Yeah, thank you. I'm familiar with your project since Astana Hub Startup Battle. It was amazing. Thank you once again. My question is, what is the setup cost in average per one client? How do your partnership with them, and when does it pay off? Like the return your investment?
Okay, return on investment, we plan to make, like, if we are making agreement for like 4 or 5 years, we're calculating to the half of period. If we're talking about the average cost, it depends on like, does client have any hardware or which hardware he wants. For example, I can say about the
let's say
residential.
He doesn't have anything. It's like, yeah, he doesn't have anything. What's the setup cost for you to start your partnership with them?
Okay, we have like box solutions for the residential complexes, like 3 types. One of them will cost like 0, but there are 3 types. First will cost 0, but we'll have monthly subscription fee about $190. So and another one with a little bit of capital investment from their side, about $1.5K, and the same subscription fee.
Okay, thank you.
Not at all.
Thank you very much. So I guess we done with the Q&A session, and thank you, Paco. We come to the next participant. Please be ready to start at 4. Ivan. I'm sorry if I'm misspelling it.
It's Iman, but it's all right. Let me share my screen. Yeah, so my name is Mark. I'm the founder and CFO of Iman. Iman is a full-stack halal finance solution used by merchant shoppers and investors. So the problem that we see worldwide is that you have 700 million Muslims who are young, who are digitally connected, whose faith affects their consumption choices. But 71% of those people don't use banking products, whether it's credit or deposits. In Uzbekistan, this problem is just more severe. So you have less than 7% of the population who actually use banking products. And as you can see, the share of Islamic finance is actually 0%. What's also very interesting is that you have $10 billion that's just sitting under the mattresses of local population. So where we see an opportunity is that we see that in developed markets like Sweden, Australia, US, you have big fintech lenders like Klarna, Afterpay, Affirm, which offer those really user-friendly digital installment products. However, they don't really go after frontier markets where most of the Muslims live. So those are the places like Uzbekistan, Pakistan, Nigeria. So that's really where we see an opportunity. So the way we solve this problem is that we offer our point of sale lending solution to merchants, or you can call it a buy now, pay later solution to merchants, allowing them to grow their sales. Then shoppers can buy anything they want on installment in a Sharia compliant way. And what's very unique about our platform is that those installments are funded by investors that invest through our app. And this would generate very attractive halal returns. So this is our product. Right now we have two products. We have the buy now pay later solution for merchants, and then we have an investment app that you can see on the right hand side. And the reason why investors love our product, one, it's attractive returns, it's halal, it's an impact investment, it can be accessible from anywhere in the world. But our vision is to build a first of a kind halal super app, which will serve all the Muslims' needs, so anything from shopping, financing, education, and of course investing. Our business model consists of two revenue streams. So we buy those products at a discount for merchants, and then when we sell it on installment, the installments are funded by investors, and there's a profit split between investors and Iman. So again, we make money both from the merchants and from the customers. On the risk management side, we are connected with all the major local databases like Credit Bureau, Uzcard, cadastral data that give us, Uzcard gives us data on 20 million bank cards. So, all your inflows, outflows, average balance. On top of that, we use data we receive from our merchants who used to do lending themselves. And then we add, alternative source of data like social media, phone data, and using machine learning, we believe that we'll be able to serve more customers than our competitors do while maintaining a relatively low level of NPLs. When it comes to the traction, we have disbursed almost $400,000 to date in terms of installments. We have attracted a little over $700,000 from over 1,200 investors. Over the last few months, we have over 9,000 users on the investment product, over 30 merchants connected to us. The par 30 ratio is below 4%. We also won seed stars with Uzbekistan national finals and CE regional finals. We were one of the top 5 global finalists. We are just in the process of closing our seed round. We already have commitments from a few funds based out of Singapore and also Uzbekistan and some other angel investors. We believe with this funding, our goal for the Series A is to get to a $10 million installment portfolio. And while right now we are focused on Uzbekistan, the vision is really to build this bridge between retail institutional investors based in developed markets and frontier markets where obviously capital is much more needed. So by frontier markets, we mean places that have low credit penetration, that have young, significant Muslim population, that have fast-growing e-commerce, and usually, very little or, in some cases, zero Islamic finance. And developed markets are those places where you have very low interest rates. So you have investors, looking for yield, looking for impact investments. And yeah, I think the strongest asset that we have is, is our team. So I'm the CFO. We have Rustam, the CEO. We have a pretty good all-around team experience, in fintech, in Islamic finance, in tech, and a really strong advisory board as well. So I'm happy to answer any of your questions.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your presentation. I guess Andrew had one question.
Thank you. Impressive product and very nice speech. Sergey, sorry if you have something.
No problem. You're welcome.
Hi, pleasure to see you, my friend. So the question is very substantial. What are the sources of capital in your business model? Because the business model itself looks very viable, and halal finance is a growing trend. It's growing not only in the Muslim countries because it's like trust-based finance kind of story. So this is the first question. And second question, you have like a very generic slide about your underwriting process. Like you have some AI installed into the chain and the miracle happen. business. So how it works, like factually speaking, can you be a little bit more detailed about underwriting? Thank you.
Yeah, so on the first question, basically we have a few ways. At the moment, the way we fund the loan book is through retail investors. Because really for us, that's the only way we can fund the loan book, because there are no Islamic banks in Uzbekistan. We can't raise money from traditional banks because they would be not Sharia compliant. Then we won't be able to say that we are an Islamic product. We don't have enough traction to attract institutional debt investors. And also we don't want to raise equity to fund the loan book because that would be too expensive. So in the short term, the easiest way for us to raise funding is through the investment product, basically by raising money from retail investors. And we think, given that we are the only product available in the market, the only Islamic product available in the market, but then also really the only alternative investment product available in the market, we see, I think it should be quite easy to raise, $10 or $50 million just from retail investors. How once we do have, more track record, once we get to, let's say, $3 or $5 million loan portfolio, then we can tap into other institutional lenders like DFI, so people like IFC or some development bank or EBRD, or a typical, microfinance investors like Responsibility. So really, as we grow, just the pool of potential investors will increase, and we'll focus more institutions versus, retail investors. Does that answer your first question?
Yeah, very much. Just as a piece of advice, again, I'm not clear about, I'm sorry to raise this question about the religious background of your team, but that can be also the a good reference making point for instance, some Qatari funds, for instance, for some Saudi funds. And basically there are players even in non-Islamic countries, partially Islamic countries like Malaysia, Singapore, India as well. So these things are very much doable. But basically my second question, that is also the second point, which feels like a little bit controversial. The rest is brilliant. My compliments.
Yeah. So on your second question, and thanks for the feedback. It makes sense. On the second question, so again, I think the biggest source of data for us is UzCard. So if you are officially employed in Uzbekistan, you have an UzCard. UzCard is like a local debit card. So it's like Visa or MasterCard of Uzbekistan. So by being integrated with UzCard, which is also one of our investors, upcoming investors, we get access to those 20 million bankers, which basically gives us, like if you have UzCard, we'll know what your inflows are, what your outflows are, what your average balance is. So we get all this information. We use software that from our partner WinxDM. So basically we use their software and we just we just take the data from all those different databases and it feeds into the scoring solution. So it's really their software, but we use our algorithm. And yeah, basically we also use risk-based pricing. So depending on your credit history, you might go into like the A risk group or D risk group. If you're in the A risk group, maybe you'll be paying a 20% APR. If you're in D risk group, you'll be paying a 70% APR. But still, you still want to get funding because you do want to build your credit history. Yeah, and then as I said, like we get data from our merchants as well. Like one of our merchants, they share the data on 15,000 installments that they previously originated. So that helps us, that data helps us to predict, whether the customer is, more likely to default or not.
So you have integration with digital population database plus one more algorithm scoring system. So in this case,
all these databases.
Great, because in this case you will have definitely a great perspective in India, which is like the most rapidly growing market. So, and here you can rely on my help. I'm also the head of the Indian Chamber of Commerce office for Eurasia, MSME Chamber of Commerce in the industry of India. So my compliments, great solution. And surviving without a stable source of capital is very impressive. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues. We're gonna go for last two questions, and I'm sure for two very short answers. So I guess Shamis just raised his hand. Shamis,
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
a quick question. Thank you for the presentation. Oh, sorry.
No problem. You're welcome.
Yeah. Could you please tell, do you work with crypto and how does it comply with halal financing?
That's a good question. Yeah, at the moment we don't. It is part of our roadmap. We see a lot of potential in using DeFi to attract funding. So basically, in that way, crypto investors would invest, using stable coins. We would convert stable coins into fiat, and then originate loans in fiat, and then the crypto investor will get their profits back in stable coins. So that's a part of our roadmap. This is not something. This is still, I would say, the roadmap stage. Will be implemented that over the next 12 months. In terms of regulation, I mean, there are no issues with implementing at least what I just mentioned. Yeah, so we think that would be the easiest way for us to scale the product among retail investors worldwide.
Okay, thank you.
Please, Sergey, next question.
Yeah. And first of all, thank you very much for this nice pitch. You're very trendy in a very trendy niche. I wish you a good luck in here, because that's a rare thing that I meet on this kind of pitching sessions, such brilliant projects. So partially you already answered part of my question, but do you have you somehow connected? Do you plan to work with crypto? It was one of my questions. And secondly, we have, why am I asking? So we have a project called OneTalk, which is one of our projects, and they are developing the system for blockchain, retail blockchain system for retail. So if you would be interested in discussing with them any opportunities or your plans, maybe it will be great for both of you on your track upwards. So please drop me a line, and we will connect you with this project.
Yeah, no, that would be great. I think we would really appreciate that. As I said, like, this is like one of our priorities. That's one of the main priorities for this funding round is to start doing stuff in the crypto space, especially when it comes to attracting investment. I think on the lending side, we'll still be operating fiat. However, we do see potential, in using blockchain to basically verify transactions. So we'll do lending off the chain, but then we'll record data on the chain. So I think there's potential, and yeah, it would be great to connect with the company. We've been speaking to a number of crypto funds, including DCG, including a few other ones. So we are quite excited about the potential of Iman, implementing crypto in Iman.
Okay, great. Good luck too.
Thank you, Sergey.
Thank you, Iman. So we guess we're moving on to the next startup. Thank you very much for that great presentation. And the next startup is going to be the startup called Bills, the 5-1. Yep, please go on.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm very sorry I will be without video because I have poor internet connection. So we are Bills. We're taking retail to the next level, and what we're basically do is trying to
sorry, I guess you have
the problem of wrong decisions in retail, which is cost like $1 trillion. And basically we're focusing
I'm sorry, we have poor internet connection. Could you do something to this?
Retailers.
Sorry, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, for now, I think we can move on to the next startup and put the bills at the end of it because something happened to the internet over there. So if the next startup S6 E0 is ready, we're gonna go for, yep, thank you.
We're also having a poor internet connection. I'm sorry I cannot turn on my video, but let me start. Greetings to all, my name is Yerlan, and I represent a multifunctional platform provided in the form of an application to end users and mixed online-offline solutions to condominiums. E0 provides services to support all types of communication between property owners and management housing bodies. Now in Kazakhstan, the reform is ongoing, in which all apartment houses move to a new form of association of property owners. Our services take up this reform, facilitating faster transition. There are two groups whom we serve, and there are problems that pertain to each one. We address all these problems, among which the most important ones are high costs of managing emergency calls, collection of voting papers, and high level of responsibility laid on the heads of APOs. On the other side, the property owners feel information asymmetry, absence of feedback in inertia among majority of property owners. This inhibits their ability to properly realize the owner's right. What we propose to address these problems are online meetings. We take on responsibility from preparation and planning of an event to supporting all activities within the event. All decisions taken at the online meetings are to be coordinated with the rest of property owners who could not attend the meeting. We organize collection of online voting forms to support decisions needed for housing management, and this is implemented in online voting component. The management of requests is simply a CRM supporting emergency calls and complaints. We automate the process from receipt and registration to monitoring and closing of a request. Right after the request is completed, we provide performance evaluation to a requester. We have also cloud adapted accounting that has instruments to automate all accountants' routine from charging to the management of accounts receivables. All data that are accumulated through this accounting are being structured into dashboards available for property owners. We also provide payment services that are connected with accounting to end payers of housing bills. Plus, users communicate via news feed and local chats, thereby establishing neighborhood network. All in all, we solve the issue of trust among all participants of housing relations. Now we charge for each service separately. However, we plan to charge on subscription basis for all services at once in the near future. The financial results based on this model you can see on the slide. We calculated the entire market we're targeting that include housing complexes of Kazakhstan, Russia, and Uzbekistan. Why it is free? Because they are similar in terms of type of housing management and current state of relations between housing management bodies and property owners. We see our share of the market in these three countries by the end of the third year of operations equaling to $200 million. It might be the case that we move to another country with minor adaptation of services. By now, we received several requests from Kyrgyzstan, Spain, and Southeast Asia countries. We'll see how it goes. There are many players in the market, but they all specialize in one or a limited number of services we provide. The situation may change, and we continually observe the market and work on improvement of operations. This is our team that is comprised of people with different backgrounds and expertise, from technical to housing management. We are building a loyal customer base to support our clients on each and every step, in parallel, simplifying users' journey with high value added. By now, more than 500 houses are connected. More than 5,000 active users are online with us, and there are many other figures I can provide you with. And thank you. I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you very much. You were just in time. Please, dear jury, do you have any questions to ask from this incredible startup? Please come on. Dear participants, does anyone hear me?
Yeah, let me ask. Hi. Thanks for the presentation. Please briefly tell me what you think about our local Kazakhstan contractor BI group. They have their own platform. How are you going to compete on other markets with such big players who have their own systems? Or like, as far as I understand, this is a managed.
To compete there, because the big guys, they have their own platforms for.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, let me answer. So yeah, of course, we know BI Group, they have their internal system that replicates some of our services, some of our functionalities. But as far as I know, their application that they're using now moved to more to support housing management, I would say. By housing management, I mean things that relates to, for example, for requests management. We also have this this part. But for example, they monitoring, for example, and assessment of completion of these requests. They don't have voting, as far as I know, as well. And there are many other things that we do not intersect with them. As to other players,
it's not really that hard to add it on, because
sure,
it
yeah.
looks like it's
so
it's not a big deal already.
I see. Let me put it in other way. There are three players, major players in the housing management, in the field of housing relations. First is a property owner, we know. Then the management company that provides services for an apartment housing block, and there is a management body of the housing. So by that I mean we provide services for the first group, property owners, and the latter one, which is the housing management body. But the BI group, they focus on management of things that relate to, for example, provision of electricity, serving the all things that relates to utilities, provision, and so on. Of course, we see them as competitors, but they don't go out of their housing blocks, I would say. They just focus on their group of housing apartments.
Have you included?
Did I answer your question? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did. But have you included them in your competitors' analysis? I mean, when you estimated the market in Kazakhstan, you should definitely exclude them.
Yes. We observe what's going on in the number of housing apartment blocks that they operate in, and we excluded them. We don't plan to go there. Okay. Unless they would allow someone to enter their housing blocks, housing apartments.
Yeah. Can I have a second question?
Go on.
First of all, thank you for your presentation. I have a question in regards to the payment system. What kind of payments you will cover first? And the second one, again, as Oksana said, have you considered the big players like a BI group? I mean, here are the players of banking system. All banks in Kazakhstan providing the opportunity to pay for these apartments in their apps. Have you considered them and how you're going to compete with them?
We are considering. Thank you for your question. We are considering them as partners. because they have, they have all licenses necessary for our services, like acquiring, for example. And we actually are successful in this way. We have we have come to an agreement with one of the commercial banks. This is Alpha Bank, and we already have an integration with them. We provide support of transaction. We sort of providing an interface for making payments. We do not collect data on payments. We do not provide acquiring. Acquiring is provided by the bank. Actually, going back to the commercial banks, right now we are in negotiations with 3 banks. And just today, we received a request from Forte Bank to work with us. So 4 banks, we do not compete with them. You know why they want to work with us? Let's go the other way. They want to work with us because we are providing an accounting system for APOs, this this new housing management bodies. And by that, I mean, when an accountant make a request for payment to an end payer, we see it, and we can easily provide this information to the end user who actually pays for this service. And at that point of time, the acquiring of the bank connects with us, and we just transfer one information to another. We do not make a transaction. Actually, the transaction goes through the bank.
So you will act as an intermediary between the customer and the bank. I mean, in regards to the payment system, right?
Customer, the one who
you
receives
and then the
payment,
bank.
yeah, and the bank. There are 3 players. We are in between these 3. We are the 4th player, intermediary between the 3, among the 3. Sorry.
And what is the reason? What is the reason if I, as a customer, go directly to the bank to pay for all this utilities?
I see. You can do it. You can do it, but there are 2 things. If you are paying through, for example, through Kaspi, you are paying with no fee, as you know. But at the end of the month, the property management body or this new form APO, they receive the list of payments that have gone through Kaspi, and they have to pay a lot of money. I mean, in terms of commission that goes with this volume. So the motivation in terms of paying through, for example, Kaspi or Home Bank on the side of the housing management. If we talk about paying the bill, the customer goes to the bank, for example, they have to pay the commission upfront, as you know. So this is a motivation on the side of the payer. So
then another question. What is your source of income? You are earning from the customers, or you're earning from the management company, property management company?
Yes, we are earning from the property management company. At the end of the month, we charge very little, I mean, small amount of money from each transaction that do not that cover just our expenses for provision of these services. This amount is not that high. I mean, this comprised of acquiring commission that is provided by the bank, which is very small because we are operating in the field of which have benefits from the, I would say, national bank and the system of banking. And so we are charging a very small amount per transaction. We just sign in the end of the month, we sign a paper with the housing management body in which we say they have been, for example, 100 transactions, each one with 25 tenge per each transaction. And that's it. They don't lose a lot of money. In comparison to Kaspi, for example, in comparison, we are about 6 times less costly to the housing management, who have to pay more money provided through these applications of banks, of commercial banks.
Okay, I got you. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for this presentation, and I hope we finish with the Q&A session for the startup. So for now, I want the IDOS game startup to be prepared. The 7th startup in our session.
Yep. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me?
Hear you.
Yep. Thank you. I hope that my internet connection will be much better than it usually is in Nur-Sultan. So let me start. My name is Timirlan, and I'm part of IDOS Games. So let me talk briefly about who we are and what we do. So in IDOS Games, we are a team of indie game developers, and basically we create games which works by play-to-earn model that gives an opportunity not only to play and have fun, but also earn your own cryptocurrency. So this is our core team, but but there are like much more people in that. So let me tell you about the existing market. So our market is right in the middle of somewhere in between gaming industry and cryptocurrency industry. And despite of that, the current game finance market is only in the beginning of its development. It already has its big projects and successful projects, as such games as Axie Infinity or Star Atlas, and many more other. However, most of these projects share 3 common problems, and first of them is high entry price. So if, for example, if you would like to start playing a game Axie Infinity, you have to pay around $500 to purchase characters to start playing the game. And the second problem is that to start playing these games, you have to have like basic knowledge about cryptocurrencies, about blockchain technology. And the third problem is that it's lack of mobile gaming options, because most of the current games in game finance industry, they have only like browser options that can be played only on laptop or desktops. So we created our own game called Shotgun. And what is Shotgun? Shotgun is world's first multiplayer mobile shooter, which works by play-to-earn model. In our game, players can earn crypto token and fighting on arena battles and etc. So why Shotgun is solving these 3 problems? Because we have a free entry to start playing Shotgun. You don't have to pay anything. You can just download it for free and start playing and have fun. The second solution for the market's problem is that first you can play, and you can, as a regular player, you can just starting to play, and at the time when you will get some rewards, after that the game will show you how to withdraw these rewards, and you will essentially you will learn about crypto step by step. And the third solution of our product is that we specify on mobile gaming, not on web gaming or desktop gaming. So our products are available on all mobile devices, actually. And yeah, this is kind of screenshots from our gameplay, as you can see here briefly. Here we have inventory. It's a shooter game, as I mentioned. So it's somehow similar to the well-known Counter-Strike or Call of Duty, except that it's kind of play-to-earn model. You cannot earn anything in Counter-Strike or Call of Duty. You can just spend money there. Talking about our revenue streams, we have 3 types of revenue streams. The first one is that comes from ads. It's first ads placement. And the second one, we are selling VIP accounts where there is no ads and players can they can enjoy the game without seeing any annoying ads. The second revenue stream comes from the game itself. It's like we are selling our in-game token that calls IGT token. It's actually Ethereum blockchain token. And the second one goes from NFT sale. It's non-fungible tokens. We're selling them among the players if they wish. For example, if they wish to not earn token by hard playing, they can just buy it immediately. However, they can receive it for free, but it will be a little bit longer and will require much more time and much more skill to gain it.
Just lost your sentence, and unfortunately, you run out of time.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. So, our traction, currently we have more than 20,000 downloads on Google Play Market, and soon it will be available on the app markets, and more than 7 active users. And we are creating not only one game, we're creating our own metaverse that will be shared. And amongst all our projects, you can share these tokens, you can share unique skins or NFT that you can use in any of these games. So currently we have, as you can see, Shotgun now, and we also released in the last month, we released alpha version of our hyper casual game called 2048 Cube. So we have big plans ahead, and yeah, that's all.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah, please ask your questions. I think that's personally, it's an incredible idea to
thank you.
Connect those two different things like gaming and crypto. So please, do you guys have any questions? Please ask. I think our startup will be very happy to answer your questions.
Yeah, there is a question. Thanks for the presentation. So a little bit more about your architecture of the artifacts of the game values. Just some words how it works. And is there any monetization tool behind this? Thank you.
Could you please clarify about the artifacts?
Yeah, basically you trade like arms. Sorry to say so, but here you have the installed marketplace of the values, right? So you have some architecture in this. Either it's any like NFT-driven story, or it is a separate architecture, or it's like in every conservative like gameplay mode. How it works basically. Do you explore this opportunity, or it just works as is? Thank you.
Well, actually, we explored these opportunities, and I hope that I got your question correctly, but regarding the marketplace and NFT, is it right? Are you asking me about the marketplace inside the game?
Yeah, basically a little bit more about the architecture. So the concept is clear, but how exactly it works, both from the point of the structure and from the point of monetization. Thank you.
Oh, okay. So as I mentioned here, so I didn't have time to talk about this third revenue stream and monetization of that stream. So inside the game, we have the market. We will have a marketplace, our own marketplace, where gamers can exchange with each other the like unique skins or NFTs or some kind of chests. And for this exchange and transfer, we will gain some commission for that transactions.
So it's commission based, and basically it is NFTized. Clear? Thank you.
Yeah.
High five.
For this revenue stream is commission based, clearly.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for question. Any other questions? Feel free to ask.
Azar, it seems that you have a question.
Yeah, it seems so.
Yeah, I don't understand. You know what? It's not clear for me. The revenue is generated from the gameplay, right? Or from the game construction?
Oh, you mean the revenue for us or revenue for the players?
Revenue for us and revenue for players.
Oh, okay. So I can explain it like a little bit more clearly. So if I'm a player and I would like to earn something playing our game, so I just playing the game, and the game will reward me with tokens or some other stuff like unique skins, as I said, or something else.
So there is an entrance fee for this game, right?
No. It's absolutely it's absolutely for free. You can even now you can download it right now in the Play Market and start playing. It will not ask you to pay something or anything. Yeah, that's how the players got. That's how the players earn. What about us? So we have revenue from, as I said, from the ads placement. If you download these games, you will see ads. It's like a classical way of in any app. The second one is like we are selling our own token, our own metaverse token that you can use in any of our games. This token is called IGT. And the third revenue streams is that, for example, if players, they've been rewarded with many tokens or many NFTs or many skins, they can exchange it among themselves inside our game. So what about us? We will get the transaction fee for these exchanges between them, between the players.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like we're exchanging their money inside the Kaspi Bank, and they get some. Maybe they will get some transaction, but currently they do not. So.
Thank you.
I hope that I could
answer for this clarification. I'm very sorry.
Thank you for the question.
It's not so close to me.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's like it's very new and fresh technology and like marketing. So
thank you very much. I actually want to ask those members of jury who are not active that much to ask your questions, and don't be shy, please.
Yeah, sure.
So, well, oh yeah, cool. Shamis, please go on.
Yeah.
You can ask your question.
Just wanted to ask about your token.
Yep.
You are the 100% owner of the token, right?
Sorry, can you just repeat that?
1 second, please.
Yeah.
You are the owners of the token and the gamers.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. Thank you. No, we are not 100% owners of the token, because in our white paper, so if you're interested, I can provide you with the white paper later. We have the table when we show the allocation of the whole amount of tokens. There are like some part of tokens will go to the private to the investors. Some part of the token will go for the they will be locked by smart contracts. Some part of the tokens will go for the gamers that will be allocated during the game rewards, and some part of the tokens will be locked by the developing teams. It means us, yeah. But we're not owning the 100% of token, because it will be like it looks like a scam scheme, so we could manipulate the token price.
Yeah. So how? Why would the player earn the token? I mean, as I understand it, is that your token would be attractive for the players only if the price for the token goes up. So you have a business model where you would always need a higher number of players. So
that's, yeah, thank you for the question. That's a very good question. And currently we're like trying to think about this question more like in detail, but we are working on the tokenomics of this game, where we can maintain the attraction attraction of the token to the gamers. And currently we think that we will make this in the way how Axie Infinity, another game, make it. So there will be two tokens. The first one you can spend in the game itself, and the second token you can spend in the metaverse. And one of them you can sell, and one of them you can only purchase, and you can transfer these two tokens between yourself. So there will be always demand for one token, and will be like, and you can sell another token, so it will be circulating. I'm sorry, I cannot explain it like now, just briefly, but yeah, we're currently thinking about.
Okay, and is it possible to Uniswap your token?
Oh yeah, that's also a good question. Thank you. In the plan, in our roadmap, I'm sorry I didn't have enough time to show you, but in our plan, in May next year, we're planning to list our token on the most of the crypto exchange, also as a Uniswap. To do it, to list this token, we have to create some kind of liquidity pool for this token, so players can withdraw it and swap it to another cryptocurrency. But to create this liquidity pool, we need money and investment, and that's why we are fundraising now.
Okay, thank you very much, and I hope for success. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for all your questions, and I guess we're moving on to our next participant. But don't forget about the startup bills. We had poor internet connection, but hopefully now it's going to work. So please share your presentation, and yeah.
Yeah, hello everyone. Can you see my screen now?
Yep, it's cool.
Yeah, and internet connection is good now. Sorry for that. My name is Rustam, and I'm representing Bills today. We're helping retailers to get to the next level. Actually, it's a problem we're trying to solve with the problem of wrong decisions in retail. And basically, because of this problem, retailers each year are losing 1.1 trillion in USD. What we are focusing on small and medium-sized retailers, and we're trying to help them to seize digital opportunities because most of them have the data disconnects, lack of digital knowledge. They have separate solutions for online and offline. They have lack access to financial tools, and it all causes a poor store performance. That's why we decided to build all-in-one retail management solution that includes POS, analytics, e-commerce, financial tools, and the most important part is the retail education to sustain in a new digital world. We have a product. Our product works like this. It's a retail management system that helps to manage all the store operations. It has an e-commerce built in, so you can easily go online and sell your products in Instagram, Facebook, and in your own branded store. And after getting the data that we are getting from these two parts, we're helping you with working capital loans and BPNL services as well. So what's our solution is about, it helps to save you up to 30% of your stock improvements. It helps you to sell more both online and offline, and helps you to save your time and make more. So currently we are focusing on 4 markets, and basically it's Russia, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan. And the total available market is 250 million, but we are searching for 40 million, but we are targeting 40 million market in near 3 years. We're a SaaS business, so we're selling like we have a subscription model from $19 to $99, depending on the tariff plan. It's this model that helps us generate the data. We have an e-commerce that also helps us generate the data, and financial tools are the thing that how we are going to monetize this data. We have different competitors, and most of them are in productivity sphere, so they're helping automate everything. But what we are trying to do is to simplify the product and build more sophisticated ecosystem, which is so currently we have already product market fit. We don't spend money on marketing, and but we already have the traction. We have 25K in revenues. We have more than 300 stores using our product, and in total we are helping to more than 600 locations in Uzbekistan. We're generating a lot of data, as I said, that we are going to use for financial services. Currently, on monthly basis, we are generating 12 million transactions value, more than 200K of transactions, and more than 400K of customers' data. Our product is used by small retailers and franchisors like Levi's, Calvin Klein, Lacoste, and we have different others. We have strong team of founders with diversified set of skills. I'm personally the product developer, a product development guy. I have more than 9 years experience in product development. We have Jahangir, he has more than 7 years of experience in retail, and he actually helped us with domain expertise. And we have Fadim, he's a tech guy with more than 10 years experience in working at the head of architect in telco and banking sphere. And currently, as I said, we already found a product market fit, and we're trying to scale our product to different markets. And for this, we're searching for 1 million investment to scale faster. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for this incredible presentation. Guys, please ask your questions to clarify, and please do not forget to vote online. And we're gonna see who's the winner very, very soon. Please, questions. Actually, I want to hear Dave, maybe, or Sergey from Sarda, Finland.
Do you hear me? Hi.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this great pitch. It's obvious that you have a software product, you're the software product, and you indicated your partners, but what's your actual stage? What's your actual turnover? You mentioned that your income, or if I'm not mistaken, you indicated 25K. Yeah. 25K of what, and for which period of time, and what's your monthly burn rate, by the way? Thank you.
Yeah, it's a monthly revenue that we are, and almost 17K of that is MRR. It's monthly recurring revenue, and other part is value-added services like SMS, like loans and hardware selling. Yeah, and regarding our burn rate, currently we are burning like 5K per month. I mean, in total, but in I mean, in total we're burning 30K, but 5K is additional part of burn from our existing revenue.
Yeah. Great, I see. So you're more or less profitable at the moment. How much of this revenue do you invest currently in your product and your marketing activities, in what proportion?
Yeah, currently we're in 70% of our revenue goes to product development, and 30% is for sales, and we don't spend money for marketing currently, but next year we're going to start to build these growth mechanisms and start to invest in marketing. Before we were trying to find this product market fit, and now we have it, and now we can scale it in a faster way.
Okay, I see. And what's your biggest problem right now?
Access to talent. I would say the hiring part is the biggest problem right now. I mean, we're trying to build the team of top managers that could like for example, we're trying to hire a head of growth, and we're spending more than like 7 months, and we still didn't find it. And in our country, it's very hard to access to talent. I think this is a big major problem for us at this stage.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I have one question. Hi, Rustam. Thank you for your presentation.
Hi.
Yeah, just could you please turn to your business model? Can you please, in more detail, describe your financial tools, how you're going to use this one?
Yeah, currently, as I said, our main goal is to connect more locations and generate data like turnover, like stock levels, and different kind of things. And in the future, we're going to build this introduce these financial tools to our product. And basically what we're going to do is to be the marketplace between banks and financial institutions and the retailers who need this money. And our role here is to be the distribution channel and to decrease the potential bad debt for the guys who will provide these financial tools to the end customers. And for BPNL services, it's pretty same.
Mm-hmm. So you're gonna be as an intermediary between the business, the customer, and the bank, inside.
Yeah. So, for example, banks don't need to spend money for acquisition of the customers, so they just need to connect to the platform, and they will be ready to fund the merchants. And from our side, we will provide all the data needed to decrease the level of this bad debt, so they can decide what kind of money they want to allocate to the merchant and different kind of stuff like this.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for the question.
Thank you very much. So in order to keep the time limit, let's moving on to our next participant, which is going to be the Yurta PropTech. Please.
Yep, hello.
Yep.
One moment. Yep, can you see that? Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Diaz. I'm a project manager of Yurta PropTech. Yurta is an ecosystem of real estate facilitating the process of buying and selling of the property for the realtors and the clients itself. Yurta, it's like we have our offline business, Vitrina недвижимости, which is a real estate showcase that has 8 years of expertise in the market, and with all the expertise it had, we moved it into our online business, which is Yurta PropTech. And our founder, he is the founder of the Vitrina недвижимости and the Yurta itself. So our target audience is group. We have like 3 groups of them, group 1 and group 2. Like group 1 are the ones who just use application, like let's say for fun, yeah, like to see what's going on, what's up there. And group 2 are the users and agents who sell and buy real estates online, like not only in our platform, but as well as on all other marketplaces. And from group 1 and group 2, we pull people to sign a contract with our Yurta application. What's the problem for agents by using marketplaces? The marketplaces, they provide only 5% of the lead, like 5% of the whole way, the whole path, which is the lead. And the rest of it, like first call, sign the agreement, and until they're closing the deal, they have to do it by their own. So what we do, we help realtors, agents to close all the deal from the beginning until the end, like 100%, we cover it by our call center. So the problems that people face at the moment on the marketplace are the fraud, out of date, and poor publications, incompetent realtors, and transparency. There is no transparency work regulations, and there is no full-fledged client support. Our solutions, what we do, we provide people the moderation of the publications, the user moderation. We train realtors and we give leads to realtors. For example, right now, realtors, they have to go and search for the lead and for the client online, but we are like Uber, who gives to the taxi driver a client, and he must take this client and bring him to the spot B, for example. Also, we provide detailed information of the property, like we provide video reviews in a TikTok style. And the last one is we accumulate the best solutions, like we take everything and just put it into our application, which is we have a CRM system, a web app, and mobile app. In the market today, there is no competitors that provide full cycle of the deal. Like if you see on the screen, there's Krisha.kz and Dom.kz, the marketplace of Kazakhstan. They don't provide everything what we provide. The most important thing what we provide is a CRM system for call center that can control the deal, how it's going. While realtors, they just, as I said before, take the client, bring to the property, they show the property, and that's it. That's all what realtors will do from, let's say, December, when we start our MVP.
Yes, your last 2 sentences.
Sorry. Let me continue, and then maybe you'll have questions, I'll answer them. And the market size of Kazakhstan. So in the beginning, the PAM, which is global market size, is $20 billion US, according to our research. And the Kazakhstan market itself, it's $400 million, which is open. SAM, $200 million, which is right now active. And what we can take from this is a 10% of the market, which is $20 million US. Our business model builds on 10% from the realtor's commission from the transaction. So when a realtor closes the deal, we take from him the 10% while he takes 1% from the client, and we take 10% from him, from this 1%, while other real estate agencies take 50% of the realtor's commission of the transaction. We integrate our system with Freedom Finance, Sberbank, Inotary, and ePay. The Freedom Finance, we use the digital mortgage, and Sberbank, we use the acquiring online payment, Inotary verification of the documents of the client when he buys or sells the property, and ePay to pay government taxes. So this is our roadmap for 1 year. In December, we start our MVP. In January, we will have already Sberbank and Freedom Finance integrated. Then we will integrate Inotary, in Pay. And most important thing is referral program, advertising integrations, and automation of call center. So for the referral program, it will work like you call a friend. For example, you have a property and you want to sell it, but you don't want to become a realtor. So you give it to our realtor, he sells it, you get the commission like 5%, for example. The advertising integration, it's a partnership integration where we provide shops like construction shops, designers, and everything else, furniture shops, to advertise their products, their services on our platform. New features, it's mostly for fun, for clients to use. Automation of call center, this is very important because in 1 year, we want to understand how our call center will work, and then we want to automate it. Most of the process we want to automate it, which will decrease the cost, the expenses we will have. And in 1 year, we want to go into the markets of Russia and Uzbekistan and Ukraine as well, because right now we are on a call with Ukraine. Same time, we are on the call with Cyprus and Saudi Arabia. We had a call yesterday and today with them. This is our team. Daniel Nurgazin, he is the founder and CEO of Vitrina Недвижимости and of Yurta. And he has like 8 years of expertise in real estate business. And Kos Mutalipova, she is the head of call center, as well as she has 8 years of expertise in real estate business as well. Yuri Filin, he has like our CTO. He's like 12 years of developer, front-end developer, back-end developer, full stack. Evgeny Tishenko, our brand architecture that builds our name at the moment, and he's from Ukraine, by the way. And Temirlan Murzakov, he's our creative director, he's our marketing head, as well, like for 6 years in the marketing. And me, yes, I'm a project manager. I have quite long story, so maybe later will come back to me. Yeah, and in the result of 1 year, we want Yurta to be fully automated system and operates in CIS countries. The growth of the users will be like by 10,000, and realtors will increase by 1,000, and the decrease of expenses by automating the call center processes. And last month in Y Combinator, startup Zuma, which is also prop tech, but for renting the properties, has got like pre-seed round $500 and the seed round $1.5 million. And as you can see, these are their clients that give a feedback of what they had. It's in 3 years or 3 months. They had this kind of like increase of their sellings by using Zuma. Zuma is the same thing as Yurta, but for renting apartments, which is controlled by the call center. And thank you. On time, right?
Not really. Please, I want all the juries, if you have any questions, keep it short. Please don't hesitate to ask any questions.
Do you have,
yes,
how do you get your, hi, thank you for the pitch. How do you get your first customers? How do you get your first realtors coming in?
Yeah,
do you have a plan, or you don't have an MVP at all right now, right? So it's not finished yet.
Yeah, we are starting our own MVP on December. This is going to be our launch. Yes, and for the realtors right now, we have offline business, which got like 500 realtors in Kazakhstan, and 5 cities. We cover 5 cities already on our offline business. So all those realtors will get into our system, into Yurta PropTech. So yeah, we don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, okay. So you get realtors,
yeah,
and you get you get
objects,
the traffic, right?
properties, and clients as well. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And that's a cross functional. I mean, the cross platform solution for both iOS and
yes, of course, we are building on a Flutter. Flutter.
Okay.
If you know it. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I also get one question.
Sure.
In the legal trade, one of the main problems and the main ideas in the property trade, sorry, one of the main problems is with the legal documents. Do you provide any help with checking whether the property has proper legal documents, whether there are no problems with that, or you just
yeah,
or you don't cover that?
we are integrating with eNotary, which will which has like verification of all documents by like identification number of the owner, for example. We check him, we check all the documentation, all the like problems that he has with that property. Is it arrested or not? Like everything. Is it under like in the bank somewhere? So same, we have no problems with that as well.
I see. And like one more question, you mentioned 10% commission with that that realtors pay, and did you test this idea that the realtors are ready to pay for your service 10%?
Yeah.
Because you're generally not like the whole like you do not take the hand of the person and sell the house to him. You just provide the huge platform that automates part of it, so they are ready to pay for that.
Okay, like what we do, we have a realtor, we have a client, we have an object. So we take the realtor, give him the client, give him the object. So from point A, we bring him to the point B. The realtor must only show the apartment. That's it, nothing else. And the rest of it, like everything, will be finished online. So you just write down your identification number, and we finish all the rest of the process. We close the deal. And the 10%, as you said, like right now, realtors, as I mentioned before, we have offline business as a real estate agency. We have 500 realtors, and they pay 50% of the commissions right now. So imagine if we tell them, listen, right now you will pay only 10%. Come on, man, they'll be happy.
Yeah, might be. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I have one short question. What is the lifetime of this transaction? I mean, the timing that you're spent on this.
We've been working on it like for 1 year on
No,
building it.
no, not this one. I mean, for example, I'm a customer, I'm joining your platform, choosing the apartment. How long will it take to complete all the transaction?
So do you use TikTok?
No.
Me too. But anyway, as you know, like on TikTok, you just scroll the apartment, you see the apartment you like, for example. We have like in a grid view apartments, so this is not a big problem. So yeah, you find the apartment, you book it like to see it, then you go see it, you like it, and right now you want to get like this like mortgage for that apartment. Same thing, you need only to fill up 2 fields, which is identification number and your phone number. That's it. Then you wait, and the rest of it will take care of the call center, will call you. In 3 days, you will get the money to buy the apartment, and means in 3 days, you will get the apartment.
Another question then.
Yeah.
For example, I'm selling apartment. I'm using your
Yurta.
platform for
Yeah.
your platform Yurta. How do you do any kind of evaluation of that apartment? How reliable is the price, and how you work if, for example, I as a individual making some apply, for example, in line with you, I have my how would say request on Krisha and decreasing my price. How will you resolve this thing?
We're not going to solve that thing. So I mean, like, if you make a publication of your apartment, so for example, you make a video review, you post it, and then we have to moderate it first. Then our call center will contact you, ask some questions, and then we send the agent that will take look at the apartment, if it's real one, if you live there. I mean, take pictures of the apartment, because for the clients, the client user, he must only make a video review of the apartment, okay? But we need photos as well. So that's why we provide our photographer, realtor, agent who comes, takes the pictures of everything and see if the price is like the market price. And then the call center talks to you, only call center talks to you, and he tells you, listen, your price is too high, we need to decrease it, because we, in our CRM system, we have a rating of the condominium, we have a rating of the district. So in these situations, we say, okay, this price is too high for this kind of district, or this price is too low for this district and for this condominium, we can sell it for a higher price for you.
So your business only related for the buy and sell, right? Not
At the
for
moment,
renting.
yes, for the rent, we are working on that, but our MVP will be only on buy and sell. And later, once we solve the solution with the renting, how we're gonna work with it, we will run it as well. We are working on that. So our analytics, they on it. Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Can I have a question?
Sure.
Thank you, Dias. Wonderful presentation.
Thank you.
Can you please share how are you going to attract end customers to your platform? Because it looks like without them, you're not going to sell anything to anyone. And currently, Krisha is holding the major share, and Homesters is holding another share in the new apartments. What's your plan to do?
So if you see at the screen, so okay, Krisha, it's not our main competitor. All right, so Krisha is a marketplace.
Krisha, you will have them as competitors,
we have a problem
sell
with
apartments.
them as well.
Yeah, they sell apartments. People go there to search for apartments. Without the audience who's coming to your platform, you're not going to sell anything to anyone. How are you going to compete?
So our marketing strategy is to market to grab attention of the realtors, of the agents, first of all. And secondly, we have 500 realtors in Kazakhstan already that are going to use our platform. And we have like a lot of properties already inside our CRM system. They work with our CRM system already. So in this situation, we have a good start to get into the market. And how we attract more realtors, because you're right, without realtors we cannot do anything, because without taxi drivers.
No, I'm asking not about the realtors. I see your model like realtors are having the place to show apartments nicely that other competitors don't do, like TikTok type of thing. It's clear. How are you going to attract me as a buyer of this apartment? How am I going to, why should I use your platform if Krisha gives me like plenty of opportunities? Yeah, you show me videos, but what, like,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
What's the plan?
Our main plan is to work with realtors. Why? Because if you go to Krisha, most of the objects, properties on Krisha are controlled by realtors, right? You can find the owners, but it's getting harder and harder. So the time is for realtors, like in Europe or States, people always work with realtors. Same thing gonna be with us. Yeah, so it's going to be on you what you want to use. You want to use Krisha, or you want to work with really nice realtors that are not going to disappoint you, or if they will disappoint you, you can easily change them. Ask call center, please give me another realtor. That's it. So it's on you to choose, but what we are working on is to provide realtors and give more like please tell me качество. Quality. Yes, thank you. The quality of the service we provide. Yeah.
Still, it's not clear how you're going to attract end users to your platform, because it looks like you need a lot of money for the marketing. People should know that they're like Yurta exists. I can search for apartments there now,
yes,
not on Krisha. Yeah, you are absolutely right. Realtors they will bring you new deals. They will create content with you. And but you have to tell end user that Yurta exists. Right now, we don't see that in your plan, and without the end customer, it's like it's not working, or maybe I lost it somewhere.
So right now we have 220,000 subscribers, for example, on Instagram, and even from there we can grab like 10% of users. Just an example, right? So we have a marketing plan. I would love to share it with you if you want to see it. I would like to share it with you like the financial model we have, and you can see how it's all going to be in the future once we launch our platform. So at the moment, I'm not a marketing person and I'm unable to answer all the questions, but if you're interested, please let's be in touch and I will show you the rest of the things you're interested in. Yes, this is a good question, and I guess I have to study more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for this presentation.
Thank you.
We have 2 lost startups. Let's finish this quick. The next startup is Connected Home. Please be ready and share your screen. Yep.
Okay, I'm here. Can you hear me, and can you see the screen?
Yeah, everything is cool.
Okay, then let's start. Hi everyone, my name is Zarina, and today I will be presenting you our project Connected Home. Basically, every day we receive dozens of notifications on our mobile phone. Your boss constantly wants something from you. Your friends constantly tag you on Instagram, and like Elon Musk tweets the tweets on Twitter. But if we think for a second, like, are these notifications that important? The honest answer for this question would probably be no. But then if we ask ourselves, what do we care the most? I truly believe that for most of us, the answer would be our family, friends, relatives, and home. Basically, Connected Home is what basically Connected Home does that thing for you. Connected Home brings information, notifies you on the things that you care the most. What does that actually mean? If you look at world statistics, every year we have like more than 1.5 million burglaries happening, more than 5 million apartment leakages, and 300 million turned on devices that later may bring to the apartment fires. And actually, if we think for a second, like we could escape all of this if at a particular point of time you could receive only one notification, such as you forgot to turn off your iron, you forgot to turn off the lights, maybe such notification as, for example, the leakage is starting or there was a smoke detected in your apartment. If you could receive such notifications, all of these numbers could be brought down to zero, close to zero. Now let's see how it works. Actually, it works the following way. We have all sorts of sensors located all around your apartment. For example, motion sensor, fire sensor, leak sensor. And basically they they are connected to our controller, WallyZ, which later gathers information from those sensors and sends that information to our app. Our app, we have both mobile app and our tablet app. And you can control your home basically from this application. And in addition to that, you will receive the notifications. Behind all of this, we have our team of 32 people. If talking about our business model, currently we're working on freemium, yet we are moving to subscription mode. And as for now, we have more than 1,500 smart homes installed in Kazakhstan. And a couple of months ago, we signed a deal with Uzbekistan, the first residential complex in Uzbekistan. And basically that helped us bring around 1 million revenue per year, which brings us around 20% margin. And we have got our 500K seed investments. Basically, we truly believe that our family and our close relatives ones and our home is the #1 priority for most of us. And that basically what makes us wake up early in the morning and do what we do. And that is the thing that drives the mission of our company. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you, especially thank you for being quite in time. Please, does anyone have any questions, any clarifying questions? I want to ask our jurors to participate, unless if you understand everything.
Yeah, I have a question. How would you compete against Xiaomi, for example? They have also affordable sensors, as far as I know, but maybe I'm incorrect.
Yep,
Thank you.
sure. The main idea of our project is that we connect all those sensors. Xiaomi is just put the sensors and gives that information. The main idea of our startup is that our controller basically collects different types of devices. It's up to you to choose which one you want to connect to our controller. So basically, you may take, for example, the sensors of Xiaomi, but in addition to that, for example, you may also put Alisa Yandex stations, for example, to us. And that's the main point, I would say, that we connect all different sorts of devices, and we are able to integrate that all in our system.
Okay, thank you. And do you have direct competitors from globally?
Oh yes, we have there is a Google Nest, Amazon also is launching its connected home, but we also have our differentiating points. I would say we are putting the prices down very well, and we are developing the controller here in Kazakhstan. It's what our research and development team is doing.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And you mentioned 1 million in revenue. Is it this year or?
Yep, this 2021.
Okay, and what's the growth traction from 2020?
For sure, at this point of time, we are planning to expand globally. Basically, that's the goal for the upcoming years. No exact numbers, but for sure I may mention Uzbekistan, the locations. Uzbekistan is for sure. We are planning Azerbaijan, and for one or another reason, we have United States as a very attractive market for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure. Oh.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you're going to compete with so you have a strategy, competition strategy. So and you also mentioned that you are going to decrease the prices. Am I right?
Yes.
So is that your main competition strategy, or you have more, or this is not your main competition strategy?
Not the main, of course, not the main. We're also like working on the content of our app. It's not all about only notification. It's not about only like controlling your home. I mean, it's not only about clicking the turn on the lights and like turn off the lights on our mobile phone. It's also about bringing value to our customers by, for example, bringing them very relevant and necessary information. Let's say right now we're working on our next volume of our application, which will include such metrics as, for example, hot water and cold water meter information. That is like very unique things that we are planning to put into our app. And we also like there are quite a lot of such small but very valuable like features that we would like to put into our app. Like two more examples, for example, would be the cleaning. We would like to incorporate the cleaning system in our app so that the person who owns connected home feels like living in a hotel. Also, yes, maybe like we're also like testing the bring the food from the like. If a person lives in an apartment, for sure, like that person has a small supermarket, like on the first floor, let's say. So we're testing right now the ability to incorporate with those supermarkets so that a person may click the button and the supermarket can bring like the necessary types of products to his home. Different ideas, but we're testing them.
Quite clear, but that's my question is, so after what you said, it becomes more clear, but so why do you still need to decrease the prices?
Exactly, the price, because we did our research on our current market, and there are several very important components of our connected home ecosystem. Let me give like an example. We have a leakage detector, right? But that leakage detector only sends you information about whether the leakage started or not. For example, the leakage started and you receive the message that the leakage just started. But in addition to that, you could also purchase the AquaStop module, which basically turns off the water. So you don't need to go to your home and turn on off the water. But this, for example, this part is quite expensive right now at the market. So, for example, we right now are working on a product that could like substitute that AquaStop. And if we are able to do that, and if we are able to produce it ourselves, then we will bring the costs down, and we will bring the same like value to our customers at lower cost. What I was saying was basically that. Right now, for example, the AquaStop is quite expensive as a detector. That's why many customers of us cannot afford that. But it's very like important component of the connected home.
I see. So you're mainly cutting your own costs in this, and trying to give the customers additional value. Okay, I see. Thank you very much for the detailed explanation, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. There is no questions again. We moving on to our next and our last startup for today. Please enjoy startup Okuda. And
hello, everybody.
Let's go.
My name is Shabansh Modi. I'm the BDM in Indian region for Okuda. Can you see my screens?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay. So let's start. We're a B2B platform for student recruitment agencies and also professionals such as universities. Now, in this industry, we have two main consumers. One is the program owners, and the second are sales agents. Now, they face three main challenges. They face one or two student offers on an average with poor expertise. They have limited sales outlets and service costs starting from $540. But at Okuda, we have had a solution for this. Now, we take 70% of the student enrollment processes at Okuda's back office resources. We also scale the distribution channels 5 times and also lower the CAC 10 times, which means we take their marketing and we take all the burden on us. Now, we also increase the client guidance efficiency by 4 times due to our SaaS. Okay, our business model is foolproof and ready for scaling at any point of time. With an average of $1,850 in the start of June, we have made more than $300,000 just by 2 companies, which are Alpha Studies and Q Education. Going on, we have partners all around the world. We have 19 program owners, 220 plus partners, and 141 sales agents. We have just stepped into the Indian market, but we're getting huge propositions from their companies, from their sales agents and their universities. We also have people in Italy, in Kazakhstan, Russia, Mongolia, and all these places. Going on, ecosystem around the student is very important here. Where the student has to go through courses, opening accounts, visas, and accommodations, verification documents. But at Okuda, we do this all for them. So they don't have to worry about all of this. We help them with accommodation, we help them with their courses, with visa, with everything. Now, the education market globally is 20 billion. Only in India, it's 3 billion. In India alone, it's 3 billion. And in Mumbai, it's 500 million. 85% of those are applying through agencies. So we already have a huge consumer base. 90 million are ready for higher education. That only adds to the consumer base we already have. Going ahead, we have competitors such as Apply Board, Advisor, which are also B2, B2C, B2B. But what they do is they only do the pre-land. We do pre and post land. So we help them with visas, with their documents, with everything, but also with their accommodation and everything they would need after landing. So we help them, and this is how we're different from our competitors. Going ahead, we have a very beautiful team of many, many geniuses. We have people coming out from Harvard who have multiple degrees, and it's just a very motivational and good place to work for. Going ahead, now, finally, we need to grow 10 times. This is our main goal. Giving you an idea, in the beginning of this year, we were at $1 million, but now in 11 months, we are $7 million, our valuation for company. Now we want to make that 70 million ahead. So for that, I propose a $700,000 investment, out of which 75% of those funds would be used for acquisition of distribution and 25% would be used for platform adaptation. This would help us grow 10 times. So this was it. This is about us. You can go ahead on Instagram or scan the QR code and find us anywhere. Now, do you have any questions?
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please, dear jury, ask your questions because this is our last startup. And then you're gonna have a couple more minutes to finish off your voting. And we're gonna announce the winner of this incredible event. Please go on, ask your questions.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you for your great pitch. Basically, as per my understanding, this is an integrative decision, right?
Yeah.
What technologies are behind? What do you use? This is my first question. And
second what do question, we use?
Yeah, technology-wise, if we describe the stack, let me put it this way, yeah. So what will be behind that chain? Because if it is normal university integration, this is a very valuable business. But if you have something behind, automated, optimized, or maybe something like what was crafted by your team, we don't know this. It's not clear here. We just see the commercial product.
Yeah.
So it can be a good thing. Second question, what markets are you focusing on? So you're a very good example, and this is what I basically promote as well as the head of the Indian Chamber office in Moscow. And so moving like bilateral projects from there, from India to here. So this is a good example how you basically expand. So, but what is your focus expansion-wise? Like more of adaptation or more of universalization? And technically speaking, it will give you the answer what markets are the targets. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to answer your second question first. I think a bit of both, you know, a bit of global adaptation and also what you said before that. We are trying to grow in every possible way possible. You know, we have to grow in terms of programs that we host or terms of sales agencies that we have and partners that we have. So
Да, последний. Ну, что-то он завис.
So what we are doing is
we can hear you perfectly. So don't bother yourself. Okay, just
all right.
speak louder.
Yeah. So so it's a bit of both global adaptation and also having, you know, also growing in terms of a business. So global adaptation will help us in many ways, such as giving us more exposure, giving us more programs and more universities to work with, and having a personal just a development of the business would be promoted by this. So I think a bit of both we are doing. And what technology is going behind it is that we have SaaS, we have a lot of networking, we have a lot of marketing. So there's a lot of things that go behind this to make it work.
This is
perfectly
basically
smoothly.
business development capacities,
Yes,
like not
yes.
the technological thing. So, and maybe if something
I think I'm losing you a bit. What do you mean technologically? Like,
again,
you
so
mean
I mean that, for instance, you have, let's imagine, yes, the integration with the immigration base, for instance. So you see all the red marks, which are a huge headache for any university. Let's imagine, or you are in touch with, for instance, visa facilitation offices, and you have API with them, something like this. Or maybe it's just the algorithm that you have crafted and it's just working nicely. Second question can be answered in a nice way as well, and this is a justification in a way by itself. So, but it should be very clear, if your focus is just like business development, this is basically a good model. So, but it means that for every and each market, you need to be developed with the local allies. So
of course, yes. Just to get into the Indian market, Okuda came ahead and they offered me the job because I knew the place well, just to help grow in that market, just to have people to come in, just so they don't have any language barrier and so they can understand the market properly. So I don't think that we are only focusing on, you know, the business perspective, but we're also focusing on the services that we provide, so they get high-end, perfect, you know, desirable outcomes out of what they put into us.
Good, that's the answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? Anybody? I guess not.
I have.
Oh yeah,
I
please
have
go
one
ahead.
question. Regarding your current traction, your current performance, what it is, monthly revenue.
A monthly revenue, I won't be able to give you a perfect exact amount about that. But as I said, in the beginning of this year, as we are a startup, our valuation was $1 million only. But within 11 months, we have grown 7 times. We are at $7 million plus right now. And that is what I am proposing, that if we get the funds that we're looking for, we can not only grow 7 times, but 10 times, even 15 times at a time. So it's just how hard we work.
Okay, what about the number of students that has passed by your platform?
We have many. I don't really have a record of how many students we have.
I mean,
helped.
average.
In an average, I think, how much time range are you looking for? A month, a year, a week?
For a year, for example, for this year?
For a year,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe around 500,000 students in a year. Yeah. Because we have so many partners, so many agencies that are working with us. And going into the Indian market right now, we're going to have so many more.
Okay.
I hope that answers your question.
Thank you. Hopefully, Ashar's question has been answered. And I want to remind our dear juries this is the last chance for you to rethink your points, your scores, your results you've been given to the startups. And yeah, for now you can stop sharing the screen. Thank you, Kuda. Yep. So I'm gonna wait for 1 minute, I guess, because I've seen you making some changes after all the pitches. So and in 60 seconds, I'm gonna announce a winner who is going to be given a chance to participate in Unicorn Battle Asia, the next round of the Unicorn events. So I guess everyone is on the line. Yep, and I'm closing the voting right now. Hopefully everyone is done with their scores.
I have one question in regards to the scoring. Do we need to submit it somehow? There is no bottom of.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
You just close it. Okay, good. Done.
Okay. Done.
And here we go. So I'm happy to announce a winner of this incredible event. Please, everyone, applause to the startup IDOS Games. Is the winner of this incredible event, IDOS Games. Go on, you can have some, I'm giving a word to you, just share your experience.
Thank you very much for everyone, respectful judges and other startups. It's kind of big surprise for me and my team. Now I'm gonna go and tell them this wonderful news. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And thank you to Asana Hub for organizing such a wonderful event. I'm really happy because it's like, it's kind of the first pitch that I won and our team won. So I think it's a good start for our future. Thank you very much.
Have a good luck in your next event.
Thank you.
And for now, I'm just gonna announce who took the second and third places, but unfortunately, they're not gonna go to the Unicorn Battle Asia. On the second place, we have two startups who got equal scores. Is the startup Iman and Bills. Congratulations! You've been so close to win this event. That was so close. And on the third place, we have Parkour and Connected Home. Congratulations again. Unfortunately, you are not allowed to participate in Unicorn Battle Asia, but anyway, that was incredible experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, dear jury, if you have anything to say to our participants or to each other, please feel free. Our official part of the event is over. I thank you everyone to participate in this event. Thank you from Asana Hub. Thank you Startup Network. Thank you our partners from Uzbekistan, from IT Park. So please feel free if anyone wanna say something, any words, go on.
Thank you very much. again for invitation. It was fun. It was very interesting. All the projects were quite good, and they have good traction, good products. They know what they want, and good luck to everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And if everyone agree, can we all turn on the videos to make a screenshot? Because there's only one way to do some photos nowadays.
Excuse me, can I ask, Shundas, can I ask you, will we be able to get the recording of today's event?
Yeah,
later?
of course.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, I'm taking a picture. Everyone smile, say cheese. Cool. Thank you, everyone. Any other words, or we can finish, take lunch or eat something and then go sleep?
Just thanks to all of the
Yes,
startups and to to the organizers.
No.
That were great pitches, quite interesting projects, and really happy to be here. Thank you very much, all.
Thank you for participation.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for an amazing job. I'm really looking forward to see what's going to happen with Bills and Iman. Please reach out to me. I have some ideas for both of you, and you guys have been great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you very much for your invitation. It was a very interesting event, and especially today I liked IDOS games, and I would like to discuss more about this project. If you don't mind, please send me some presentation.
They already did actually in this chat.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone. Hope to see you next time.
And just
Bye-bye.
if everyone interested in one of the startups, you can just message me and I'm gonna give you the contact details and the names of the founders.
Yeah, that will be very great for us. Thank you for this day, for this event, and success with your venture story.
Thank you.
To all startups. Thanks.
Have a lovely
Bye.
winning. See you guys. Good luck. Thank you.
Bye.
And IDOS Games again, congratulations. Cool.
Thank you.